Alright, hello everybody. I know it's been a while. I'm actually going to do a short video here that I'm going to put on YouTube as well as the live broadcast at the moment on Twitch. I just wanted to go through a few quick tips for changing your survival single player world for Minecraft Sky Factory 2.3 to 2.4 and just go over those real quick with you. So, I'm going to go ahead and load into my single player world. Yeah, I know it's a little dark. One of the lights went out because the people upstairs have feet like elephants. Until the screen comes back, I'll lose a lot of the face light. Alright. Go ahead and get the reactor rolling so we don't lose power to everything. So it is a little cramped here at the AE system, but did want to alright, so there's been a lot of changes between 2.3 and 2.4. Some people might not be expecting them. One of the big changes is actually in magical crops. So when you change over from 2.3 to 2.4, it pretty much all goes away. All of your essences go away, all of your seeds go away, your infused pickaxe goes away, sword goes away, all of the infusion stones go away. So you're going to have to rebuild pretty much from scratch on that. One way is to go to the end and find some ore to get essence, or to use your mob drop farm. They're still dropping essence, but the big thing to start with is going to be stockpile your wheat seeds, because you're going to need to make Minicio seeds. So number one up there is stockpile your wheat seeds before you do your transition. I'd say get at least 2 stacks going before you transition over. So we've got that point. And as a secondary to that, all the extra wheat that you get, for some reason that is not loading. There we go. So number 2, keep all the wheat that is extra from growing all those seeds, because you're going to need them. When you go to make your magical crops and stuff, and your Minicio seeds and all of that in 2.3, you get a bonus every once in a while of a nature essence. It's a pretty high drop rate actually, and that allows you to make your infusion stones and lily pads and things like that. But in 2.4, there's actually a nature seed that you create to get the drop, because harvesting other types of seeds, it drops way down to very rare, if at all, that you get the nature essence. So the easiest way to make those nature seeds is going to be use wheat around the outside of your Minicio seed. So keep the wheat on hand. So that'll get you a pretty good jump start, as much as you can, on magical crops to recover what you had before. They do add quite a few more seeds into magical crops. Since we have big reactors, we actually get Eulorium, Yellorite seeds to make ore with. 9 essence equals 1 ore. And there are a couple other fun ones in there too. The next thing I would look at doing is actually to make your portal the deep dark now. Before you move to 2.4 and 2.3, make your portal the deep dark. And the reason for that is the recipe has changed in 2.4. Okay, why is my NEI not loading? That is strange. Okay, my NEI is not loading properly. Going to have to figure that out. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So it's not going to be an easy find here, but in 2.3, your portal to deep dark requires compressed cobblestone. You have your 5 times compressed in the middle, you've got your 4 times compressed in the top and sides, and then in the corners you've got triple compressed. The new recipe for it in 2.4 uses unstable ingots. So it's a bit harder to get there. So if you've been waiting in 2.3 before making the jump into the deep dark, go ahead and make the portal. Make it now, because it's going to be much bigger pain in 2.4. Number 4, a lot of people don't really deal with the fluid cows. The Moo Fluids cows that have a lot of interesting things. You can get biofuel, you can get molten silver, molten iron, things like that. One of the problems that has been with it is having to create a complicated system of autonomous activators and drums or buckets that move around. Some of my previous videos are no longer on Twitch because of auto purge. Showed a setup I had where it moved buckets between 2 autonomous activators to fill up a barrel, and that worked kind of for a while. But if you go ahead and collect them now, the ones that you want, right up front, iron, aluminum, liquid XP, that sort of thing, go ahead and collect them now. I'll go ahead and make a quick showing of mine here. As you can see, the colorful cows there in the distance. Yeah, I am running a bit slow right now on the draw distance. I've got a lot of browser tabs open to keep an eye on things like Monster Cat right now. Running the music is open on the tab. As you can see, I've collected a couple of the fluid cows. And then right here, my pink slime cow as a test. New to 2.4 is the MFR Rancher plugin for Moo Fluids cows. So you can actually use a rancher now, like you would with any normal cow, to extract for the Moo Fluids cows. So I just put a photovoltaic cell on top and a open blocks tank on the back to let it fill up. And as it gets energy during the day, milk the cow and put the fluid in the tank. It doesn't have to be that fast. It does have the standard range for the MFR Rancher, so you know I could probably put one in the side here and get all 4 of those cows in one shot, and be a pretty quick fill of the tank. It took practically no time at all to fill that tank from just the one cow. Um, so I would suggest that you do that. Not to harp too much on the essences, but really, really take everything you've got, whether it's obsidian essence or redstone, whatever, and go ahead and convert it all of it that you've got in your storage system to the final product. Because if you don't, you lose out on all that hard work, and it's just gone when you get to 2.4. All of it, the blocks of essence, any individual essence that you have, any of that. So go up here and change the text one more time. So if you're going to make Zavisio infused armor, which I'm going to head down here, back to the game, and try and get over there. So when I went to the end and fought the dragon, I used my Zavisio infused bow. That has apparently been removed in 2.4 from the current magical crops. I had the pickaxe, which is, as you can see, durability is unbreakable, even though it does have a durability underneath. Same thing for the Zavisio infused farming hoe. That one says it's unbreakable, but it has the durability. If you put it in a farming station, it takes damage and it will eventually break and be destroyed, even though it says unbreakable. When I made the transition through, I was wearing all Zavisio infused armor, full set, but I had night vision in the helmet, I had skip day in the pants, and skip rain in the boots. I had made the breastplate, but I was wearing a jetpack, so it was just in the AE system. Night vision started to interfere with some stuff that I was doing, so I made a second one that had no gem in it. When I transitioned from 2.3 to 2.4, all the armor that had gems in it went away. But when I went into the AE system, the chest plate was still there, and I was wearing the helmet, which now they all have new graphics, as you can see. So go ahead, if you're going to make Zavisio infused armor, go ahead and do it. That's part of using the essence. I keep pointing up there because that's where my second monitor is. It has all my notes and my text on it. And make the armor, stick it in your AE system, and do the conversion. That will get you the most benefit out of what you're doing with magical crops. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to kind of make up for it. I happen to be far enough along that I created an obsidian pickaxe, which gave it reinforced 3 right off. I ended up making a couple of RF Tools worlds with like cobblestone or low cost worlds that I got dimlets for pretty quickly, and just a stack or two of obsidian, and just went to town vein mining with it until it got up to the godlike level of skill that you see there. And at that point I was able to put the obsidian plates on it to increase it to reinforced 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that's as far as I could go with it. And then I used the the diamond and the gold block to put an extra modifier slot on there. Put that last plate on, and now it's unbreakable. The luck and the haste and the auto repair are nice extras I got along the way, but the main focus was trying to make the unbreakable pickaxe to replace this one because it was going to be a while trying to get magical crops going again to get what I was looking for out of it. And as you can see, they're both mining level ardite, so they're comparable in that manner. The other thing that I was able to do once I looked at everything I had, and it took me a while, but I had all the raw supplies to do the flex infused jet plate and all of the flex infused redstone arsenal armor to go with it. It does take a while, but I'm liking it as a jet plate over the jetpack tier 4 I was using, and it was a bit easier to get going. So as you can see, I haven't really gotten into any of the bubbles or anything. I'm not too far along into 2.4 at the moment. Go ahead and see if I can free up a little bit of memory here. There we go. Give that a second to draw in. So this is still my original farming plot. I've made a few changes to the farming station itself, but as you can see, I've got some dye crops, blaze, redstone, a bunch of Minicio, some diamond. Over there is all Minicio, and as you can see, that one says it's out of the hoe again. So they're probably all out. One of the things, it costs a lot of diamonds to do, and a lot of Minicio essence as well, because you have to create blocks of it, is to create these growth pulsers. I don't remember if those were in 2.3 because I'd never heard of them until I saw someone else playing 2.4. OG Aristotle here on Twitch was in fact working on that, and had talked about these. So they stack in a column. Bonuses stack to the growth rate of the magical crops above them. So as you can see, I've got a pretty fair block started here on this end, and I've got at least one under all of the blocks over there. And over here, all the ones that I wanted to make priority, like the Yellorium and the redstone and the diamond and electrum, which I'm doing electrum for the infusion stones because you'll need that for a higher level stone. It's pretty easy to get electrum to make those. As you can see, I've got quite a stack of the growth pulsers, concentrating on those, and I'm still filling in underneath with at least one for everything there. Another small warning about magical crops. As you can see, they will hurt you if you walk into them now, so you have to be careful about that. Looks like I need to go and make another diamond hoe, or 3 or 5, to put in the farming stations and keep the essence going. But that's mainly what I wanted to show in this video, was a couple tips before you transition from 2.3 to 2.4, and a couple things to keep in mind when you do transition to try and get back on your feet as quickly as possible and back up to speed. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to go ahead and end it for right now. I'll pick it back up in a minute. I just want to go ahead and end this one so that the video is finalized, so I can go ahead and post it to YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you around.